Sure you get up again?
Of course.
All right.
Good morning, my friends. So I'm all decked out in a tracksuit today, and what does that tell you? It's going to be a healthy day. We're going to be out doing some walking on the property. You're going to be in the kitchen with me. I'm going to show you my recipe for a good, healthy smoothie. We're going to be in the garden with Smoothie. He even filmed me doing some of those exercises. And I'll be doing some lymphatic drains to get that puffiness out of a morning face. Why don't you just work along with me as we get healthy? We're gonna do a little walking this morning. Haven't had my smoothie yet. We'll have that when we come home. So why don't you come along with me? And we're just gonna walk around the property here as I get used to walking again. Now I do have my walker, and I will show you in a little while. Trying to hold my camera on the extender in one hand is one thing, and pushing my walker is another thing. Maybe I'll just leave the walker here for a minute and just do a little walking without it. I'm going to check out the pumpkin patch down here along Colleen's walkway. I haven't seen any rabbits lately, but Lucy did see some squirrels yesterday, and he's patiently waiting up there now. Let's look over here. See, up here is where her pumpkin patch was. And those little flags were all the plants that are now gone. Mike and Colleen might be out for a walk right now too, because the gate's open. So they're walking with Duncan. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I did do some walking, but it was impossible to hold my camera on the extension with one hand and hang on to the walker and push with the other hand. And I really decided that it's probably safer for me when I do some walking after not having been too awfully active lately to use the walker, because it's so much easier, ladies. Just yesterday when I was answering comments and talking to you about the last video, somebody said, well, I've ordered my walker, but it only has 2 wheels in the back. And I realized that she had a walker, not a rollator. And what I use is the rollator, and I'm going to take a picture of it for you. I have it right here with me. I'm sitting out on the patio resting now. And to me, that's the easy way to go. And that's what Moosey uses. So I'm always calling it a walker, but it's actually a rollator. It has the 4 wheels, it has a seat, it has handlebars. And honestly, it makes walking so much easier and safer. So if you're starting to do some walking, you haven't done it in a while, try this. And I think you can buy these at any medical store. I know Matthew has gotten these. I think I've told you that Cindy and Matthew have a medical supply place. And well, the sun isn't out yet, so that's why I can wear this suit. This little jogging suit is a very lightweight jersey. It's kind of wild looking, but I thought it's okay for this morning. It's not too hot yet, so I can keep it on. It does have the long pants too. But what I do have on are those Hoka tennis shoes. I don't wear tennis shoes that much, mainly because I'm not constantly walking around. If I were, or going to a gym or something, I probably would wear these. I suppose I should wear them even when I'm out, because these tennis shoes, honestly, you feel like you're walking on air. I know they're probably pricey because I got them from my daughter Dub, but they're great and so comfy. I don't know whether they go with the outfit. They're sort of a turquoise color with a red and white sole on it. And this is what? Purple and pink and blue and all kinds of colors today. This is going to be our me day. And I hope you're coming along with me as I'm doing all these things. I did a little bit of my exercises in the bed before I get out. And basically, I do them with Moosey. That's about all he can manage. He does some leg exercise, pulling them up and pushing them down. And I kind of put my feet up in the air and wiggle my ankles and things around. And that's good to get yourself started. Then when I go to the kitchen, and I know I've done this with you because I've I still do my 5 things before anything in the morning. And when I'm in the kitchen trying to get Moosey's breakfast ready and drinking my water, my not cold water, I'm drinking water, taking my pills, I'm doing my upper body exercises, or maybe just doing some push-ups against the counter, just trying to get that body working again. And of course, if you have your daily constitution in the morning, you feel great. And guess what? I feel great this morning. That's why I have so much vim and vigor here. That's why I decided we'd put the tracksuit on today and get outside when it's cool. And right now it's not even 9 o'clock yet, so it is cool out here. And just walking here around the property, there are little hills here and there, and I hesitate to get there. Going down them is great, but coming back up is always a little bit of a huff and puff. So I'm going to show you my walker. So what we're doing today, the other thing that I realized this morning when I woke up is I do have a lot of congestion in my sinuses this morning. So I found myself feeling, as normal, we all feel a little bit puffy in the morning. So I went to my refrigerator and I realized I have those rollers. I have a gua sha, and we're also going to do some facial exercises and massages. And you know, I learned all these several years ago from my good YouTuber friend Barb. I tell you, she's in remission now from cancer and just an amazing gal. I have so much admiration for Barb. I think you should stop by her channel again, because it's called Take Control Beauty. Because Barb is posting again fairly regularly, and her sense of humor is fabulous, and I think you'll enjoy her. But she's the one that I learned all these facial massages from. Here's my Rollolator, friends. See the 4 wheels? It has this nice seat, and the seat pops up, by the way, and you can carry water bottles in there or whatever you want as you go along. If you get tired, you can stop. It has handlebars. Here's your brakes. Anytime you want to stop and you feel a little unsafe, you can have its brakes on both sides, locks all the wheels. And it has that bar in the front as sort of a backrest if you're sitting. But I recommend these rollators for walking, just to make you feel a little more steady. And they're adjustable for your height too. As I say, Moosey has one, and Matt brought over another one for me too. So I've been using this and loving it. Now, I just saw my shoe here in this video. I'll show you my Hokas, just in case any of you are looking for some comfortable, good tennies, and you do wear them all the time. As I say, Debbie gave me these, but aren't they nice? Look at them. They have that kind of a nice heel. It looks thick, but it's not built up. It doesn't feel like it's a high heel, but a very nice tennis shoe. Let's walk out and visit Moosey. Now I'm pushing this with one hand here. Out to the garden. See how nicely it rolls just with one hand? Hello. I'm showing my ladies my Rollolator.
Oh, yeah.
So we're sitting here looking, and you say you just saw some birds on the new feeder, huh?
Yeah, but I dozed off.
Oh, you didn't?
There were no birds, so I fell asleep.
You fall asleep so easy. You just had your breakfast, for heaven's sakes. Here. Now this is where the birdies will peck all the seed out. And hopefully, well, how does it work, Shannon? And when the squirrel hops on, look what happens. So let's hope it works. And by the way, it's a 2-sided thing, right? Yeah. That just on the other side as well. So they have both sides. So wish us luck. There's not a breeze going at all right now, but there's the feeder, and we're waiting. Shall I practice running?
Okay.
I don't do this anymore, right?
Can you touch your toes?
Okay, watch.
All right. Oh, that's impossible.
Yep, and the more I do it, the better it gets. And I do the cow, right, where I do this and push my head in, and then this again, and the more I do it, the lower I can get. Look at that.
That's right.
Yep.
Stretch the muscles out.
Do my stretches.
Yep.
That way.
Yep.
This way. Don't you love my tennis shoes that Debbie gave me? Okay, this type of movement of the arms is part of, I think, what they call Tai Chi. All sorts of which ways, stretching, and it does get you moving, that's for sure.
Yep.
Real good, fun. Yeah. This is my cat and cow.
You sure you can get up again?
Of course.
All right.
That's the one thing I can do. Here's the ingredients for my smoothie this morning. Okay, I'm going to start putting things into my Ninja, my tiny little Ninja. My Chobani Greek yogurt, 0 sugar. So this is going to make it nice and creamy. And I think I told you I already have about a handful of spinach. Not too much. I couldn't find enough spinach in this. I was picking it out of this bag, but normally I would put more in. But I like that for the iron. And then I have some of these strawberries that I might cut them up a little tinier. This is left over from my strawberries. They're at the point where they're getting yucky. So I'm just going to cut them up a little tinier. So I'm going to put those in. So now I have all the strawberries in, getting kind of loaded. I do have the rest of what's left over from the banana. The other half I gave to Smoothie this morning. So I'm just going to cut those up into tiny slices also. Putting those in. What else did I have? I'm going to put my collagen in, my Vital Proteins collagen powder. And I'm going to put in 2 pretty healthy spoonfuls in there. And what else? Maybe I'll hold off on the cottage cheese for a while. This might be enough. Now I'm going to go put some ice in here and then see how that tastes. Okay, here's my ice in here now. I think it needs a little liquid, so I'm going to put some milk, just a teeny bit. I buy the fat-free milk for Moose's cereal, so I think I'll put just a little bit of this in. Hope it doesn't overflow. But I think it does need some water down there or milk. Okay. Now I'm going to put the top on and give it a whirl and hope it doesn't overflow on me here. I'll bring out my machine here. Okay. Here we go. Just push the button. Let it get started. I can hear the ice now. I still hear more ice cracking around in there, so I'm going to do it more. The quick little bursts are good for the chopping. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, it looks good. I wonder if it's thick enough. Ah, yes. Oh, wonderful. Okay, I'm going to pour some in my jar. That's a good smoothie, isn't it? This looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oh, I'm going to sit and enjoy this now. And then we're going to do some of my facial exercises. I have my rollers and gua shas and things in the freezer right now, getting nice and cold. So let me take a sip of this. Oh, that's good. Packed with protein, a little bit of iron, and all the other goodies that are in here. No coffee this morning because everything's in here. I think I'll just go outside and relax a little with Moosie. Drink this and then I'll come back in and we'll get busy doing a little bit of facial exercises. I've transferred the rest of my smoothie cup to a smaller, more manageable cup. That one was getting heavy. So cheers, make a smoothie. They're great to have in the morning. Delicious. All right, I'm gonna go over to the refrigerator now and get out my facial rollers and find my gua sha, and we're going to do some of those facial lymphatic drains and massages. This is going to be fun. I hope they're going to be nice and cold because that's the way they feel the best. Now, I have this roller that I picked up about a year ago on Amazon. I hope they still have it, but oh, does it feel wonderful. Let me take my glasses off. Now, all I have on my face this morning is basically my bio oil gel. In order to do a facial of any sort, if you want to just use these instruments on a clean face, that's fine. After I wash my face in the morning, I always have to put something on, so I do have some gel on my face, but that's about it at this point. And I do have another tiny roller here. I thought I put my gua sha little instrument in the freezer too, but it's not there. But I have two of these, and these will do for right now. The rest of the time I'll be using my fingers. So I'm going to start off with this. Oh, right out of the freezer, does this feel great? And this is just basically a wake-up tool that you will love. Anywhere on your face or your neck. As a matter of fact, it's quite cool. If I rubbed it right here, I could go over my eyes, just anywhere. This one doesn't really do much for your face. It just makes it feel great, especially on a hot day. It's wonderful. Now, these smaller things, these jade rollers, it's freezing and you can hardly see it. They work a little better because you feel the pressure with these, especially under the eyes. And with it being so nice and cold right now, it does feel great. Into the 11s, across the forehead, up the neck. Really, the best thing for a lymphatic drain, best thing I think, are your fingers. And that's what I'm going to show you. Now that my face is nice and cold and ready, I'm going to show you the drains. So the fingers are the best thing to do. And what I do, first of all, you have to know that you have drains all around your face. The big ones are right here, sort of above your ears on the sides of your face. You have drains down here in your neck. So you want to do all the movement toward the drains to get rid of anything up here as well. Now you can just use your knuckles. That's what's going to give the pressure. Now when I especially do movement around my nose and in here from the cheeks out to the ears, that's when I feel the drain coming. And probably within about 5 to 10 minutes, I will be blowing my nose and you will be surprised what releases from your face and all these muscles. Everything goes toward the outside as you work. Up the jaw lines, to the drains, under the cheeks. Start in right next to your nose. That's when I feel it. I can almost feel the nasal passages draining doing this. Plus it feels good. Now there's a number of other tools, of course. I do have and I forgot to bring that out, my red light therapy. I should have done that this morning too, but you can't do everything all at once here on a video. But the red light therapy, I try and get in 2 or 3 times a week, and I love that too. Same with the neck. I don't work too much on the neck, but just definitely, as you can see, my face is getting red from the pressures, but good. Also helps with loosen up some of those wrinkles too. So I've had a little workout. It's already time to blow my nose, by the way, here. So now we've had our walk in the morning. I've shown you the Rollolator. We visited Moose in the garden. We've made a recipe for a smoothie. And by the way, you just go for it with your smoothie recipes. Throw in anything you want. Beets, I love the beets, and they're so good for you too. I like the green smoothies where you take more veggies. As you know, I love my green veggies. They're great too. So we've had a lot of fun doing all this. It's a healthy day today, and probably the next one I will do a get ready with me, only because I received something from Amazon last night, and it's a recommendation from my granddaughter, Ryan. She's so sweet. She watches my videos, and she gave me a tip on something to use with my makeup. So I'll include that in a get ready with me, maybe in our next video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you worked along with me. It's kind of fun every once in a while to get your body going and to feel good, all the things that you do just to stay healthy and feel good about yourself. Thanks so much for watching, all my friends. And those of you who haven't subscribed yet, come on, join the family. I send my love and big hugs to everyone, and God bless us all.